This is David Hayter, writer of the movies X-Men, X-Men 2, and Watchmen, and of course, the voice of Snake from the Metal Gear series. And you are about to listen to a new episode of the Start Replay podcast with Josh, Ben, and Tom. Enjoy.
How now, brown cow? How now, brown cow?
The Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to the 18th episode of the Start Replay podcast with myself, Josh Ball, editor-in-chief. And tonight I'm joined by a man who is not the internet, he's not cybernet, he's not taking over the world just yet. It's Tom Dayton.
Hello, once again. Thank you for the lovely introduction. Once again, I'm here. Once again.
Once again. But who is not here?
Ben!
Once is not again. Here. Once again, yeah. Unfortunately, we did try and record the podcast the other day, the 18th episode. We got about an hour in, and then unfortunately I deleted it. Which was a bit of a shame.
For some reason, the undo function would not work on GarageBand.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. But
so Ben now is not here with us.
Oh my goodness. The intro we just had.
The intro.
David Hayter.
David Hayter.
Amazing.
Yeah, he's alright. He's not my cup of tea, you know. No,
well,
it's good. It's
Clank
awesome.
is more your cup of tea.
No, I appreciate a well-known voice actor who choose the wrestling.
Yeah, we really appreciate it that David was happy to lend some of his time to record an intro for us. And if you listen next week on episode 19, we'll hopefully have a special guest as well. He's going to provide his voice for Snake. So look out for that intro because it's going to be really exciting. And he was really, really cool.
Very willing to help as well, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. It was fantastic.
Jumped on it. Literally grabbed it by the horns and recorded it.
Yeah, that's it. That's what he was doing. Yeah, so David, if you are listening by chance to the first minute or two of this podcast, then I congratulate you for getting this far in. But thanks again. We really appreciate it. And if you're ever in LA and you're free, then we owe you a ton of drinks. So, yeah. But it's actually worth noting as well, we did set out this goal of getting David Hayter on the podcast as a voice about a year ago. And this is the voice clip itself from one of our first episodes.
I really hope we will get, even though I impersonate his voice actually at the start of this podcast with our intro, I hope we get David Hayter on, not on the podcast as such, but try and get him to do an intro for us, a proper one. If we tweet at him,
oh my god, that would be incredible.
That would be amazing. I'm sick, and this is a goal now for Start Replay to try and get this to happen.
Yeah, you just get him to do that. Welcome to the Start podcast.
And I think this could happen. So yes, look out for that in the future, guys, because.
But don't get your hopes up.
But don't get your hopes up too much. But we are quite lucky. We've got into E3. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you did.
So yeah, it's nice to have that goal met, and now we can push forward and get a load of other voice actors. Hopefully, the rest of the Metal Gear Solid team. We've already had Colonel Campbell and Snake. So how about Otacon and Merrill and Revolver Ocelot? Quite a few other people. But who would you like to see, Tom?
Oh, Ashley Birch as Tina Turner from Borderlands series would be, that would make me happy.
That would be pretty amazing.
I'd die a happy man if she would record an intro for us. That we have tried a couple of times and failed, although we have been assured by the people at 2K, I do believe.
Well, yeah, some people we know at 2K, if they are working with them at the time, it would be a little easier to get something like that done, as opposed to them not working with 2K. Which means if they're doing Borderlands 3, then yes, it would be a lot easier to do. Is there anyone else you'd like to see, Tom? Apart from Ashley Birch?
Apart from Ashley Birch, James Arnold Taylor, so the voice behind Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah. He also does quite a few characters in Lego Marvel Superheroes. He does
Spider-Man and Lego Marvel Superheroes. Blah, blah, blah. I think a good voice would also from that series. Quark, I can't remember his name.
Mr. Quark.
Captain Quark. His voice would be pretty epic.
That'd be pretty good.
Yes. Other than that, I'm stumped.
How about if we got Stephen Fry to do an intro, like a Little Big Planet intro?
That would be cool.
That would be
but he's
Amazing.
also like an actor and celebrity and stuff. So
Yeah. What, are you trying
Usually
to say
voice
that David Hayter isn't an actor, celebrity,
no,
or
but
stuff?
usually voice actors are. That's quite often all they do, just voice acting for cartoons, and people don't, because obviously, like take
Yeah,
a look
it'd be like asking Johnny Depp or George Clooney
yeah,
to do an
it's
intro.
like
Could
they usually
happen.
yeah, it could happen.
Entirely
not
possible.
Really gaming related.
One of these episodes, we're just going to have George Clooney provide an intro for us. I mean, like,
Completely random.
hi, I'm George Clooney. You're listening to another episode of the Star Replay Podcast. That would be amazing. Absolutely amazing. But more importantly, dear listeners, who would you like to see in one of our intros to our podcast in 2014? Just let us know by heading to our Facebook page at facebook.com/Start Replay Media. Send us a message. We'll take all your suggestions and we will pick some of the best and just try and go for it, really. Try and get some of them intros. So let's move on to what we've been playing. Tom.
Just going to say, is that my turn to speak? Battlefield 4, most recently. Particularly the campaign. I think the campaign on Battlefield is a lot more interesting than Call of Duty.
Yeah, I found that.
Much more tactical rather than run and gun. And actually, quite frankly, recently that is all I've been playing, because I've been on holiday and I haven't had much chance to do anything. So that is all I've been playing, Battlefield 4.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I think I played a bit of Resogun.
Well, yeah, I've been playing Battlefield 4 as well. And I have to agree, it does provide a more interesting campaign, definitely, compared to Call of Duty. So I do understand why Battlefield has such a big draw. And it's great, it's fantastic. I think they just need to try out their multiplayer, because it's a bit cumbersome at the moment, and they've experienced a lot of problems. Well, I was on my end anyway. I was glitching through stuff, and I was running to a section, and then I'd go back to where I was running from, and then run again, and I'd immediately be further. It's so complicated. So I was really annoyed by that. But I did delve back into my PlayStation 3 library and finally finish Grand Theft Auto 5. And wow, it's amazing. I love it. It's great. I love the heists. I love how you can go at them at different angles. What about you, Tom? Do you like going at them at different angles?
I love going at things at different angles, Josh. It's well, as you know, I haven't finished Grand Theft Auto because I can't be bothered to put my PS3 back into the TV system. Pluggy.
I have them both in at the same time.
I don't have room.
Oh.
Because actually, I might move my stereo out of the way, then I can have them both stood upright. That would look pretty sick, man.
That would be pretty cool.
Or get a shelf put in.
Yeah,
So you have both
or
of them.
your shelf. Well, don't forget we might be getting a place together sometime in the next few
shit,
months,
yeah.
so probably not worth thinking about shelves.
Well, it takes like a minute to put up a shelf.
Ah, well, if you know DIY.
No, but Daddy does.
Wow. Yes, Tom still lives with his parents, but don't worry.
You live... No, I'm not... No, shut up.
I live in a shared house. And yes, so that's what we've been playing. We look forward to playing a lot more in the next month, actually, because I'm reviewing, doing an overview, of Tomb Raider, the Definitive Edition on PlayStation 4, which I should get in the next few days. And then we've got Thief next month, at the end of next month, and then we've got, I was going to say Assassin's Creed, Infamous, Second Son, Metal Gear Solid. Oh my god, yeah. I cannot wait for that. Again, that'll be the first Metal Gear Solid game of which David Hayter is not voicing, unfortunately. But times are changing. So yeah, a bit sad.
Times they are changing.
They are changing. So let's move on to news of the week. Now, by far the really crap news that's been happening is Nintendo. Unfortunately, they've been suffering massive losses. Their sales prediction went down from 9 million to 2.8 this year. We'll be talking about it more on our main topic, but it's such a shame to see. I mean, what do you think, Tom? We spoke about this quite a lot in other podcasts, but
Well, you were saying about earlier about like favorite Nintendo memories, and I couldn't really think of much because it's kind of a little bit before my time. Like when people say Nintendo, like old memories, I always think of the N64. That's the first thing I think of. Which I did play a little bit when I was really, really young, but it was only the Super Mario Brothers. That's all I remember.
You were 2 years younger than me. I remember the N64 in its entirety.
Yeah, but
Not to remember the
I didn't
SNES.
have one though. It was my brother's, and then my
Oh.
parents said it broke, but I think they just got rid of it because I played it too much when I was younger. I didn't have a PS1. I got a PS2
That's such a shame. You've had a deprived childhood.
My parents never liked me playing video games, like even on computer.
Question is, how would you be to your children in the future?
I would let them play video games and have 18-year-old games and stuff like that.
18-year-old games, like really old dusty games.
Here
you go, son.
Age 18 rated games.
Sorry, I just got the dust on it.
Maybe not
go.
when they're like 12, but if they're like 15, 16.
Well, 15, 16, yeah.
Yeah, because they know all of it. They've seen it all before in
Yeah,
films
but you
and
know
stuff.
how many kids play 18 rated games at the age of
Yeah,
what, 7 up?
my nephew's 10, and he fucking plays them. I'm like,
Well,
well, that's
exactly.
just ridiculous.
So you wouldn't let your children play games if they're around that age?
No,
with 18
15
rated
onwards
games?
they can play 18 rated games, I'd say. Because
When was the first time you played an 18 rated game? And don't say 18.
San Andreas. When did that come out?
And how old were you then?
Or when did it come
I
out?
think it came out 2004.
Was it that early?
Yeah.
Okay, well then I would have been 12. But that wasn't me.
Oh,
I didn't own
hypocrite.
it. That was my friends and his parents.
Oh,
were
well,
very
in that case, it
lenient.
makes it absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Right,
I'm
Jesus.
kidding. No, I remember being a young kid. Yeah, I know, surprising, being a young kid. Now I'm 23 and all. And wanting to play the Grand Theft Autos especially, you know, when you're in school and everything. As soon as a Grand Theft Auto came out, everyone would be talking about it. And if you weren't talking about it, you weren't talking about anything, unfortunately.
You would be talking.
You wouldn't be talking. You'd just be sat there doing nothing, acting like a tree. Yeah,
Interesting.
it's quite
Interesting
interesting.
take on not playing Grand Theft Auto.
Acting like a tree if you're not playing GTA.
Stop being a tree, man. Go by GTA.
But the first experience I had actually when I was 15, I got a 15 rated game, and my parents weren't too happy about me getting the new Resident Evil 4. Oh my god, amazing game, absolutely astounding. But I got it just before going to Portugal, so I got the game, and then I played it when we got back from Portugal. But I was so excited by it, not least of all because I was getting my first 15 rated game legally, but just because it was Resident Evil. It's amazing. So yeah, that's really cool. But it's a shame about Nintendo. We'll talk about that more on a main topic. On to the next bit of news, and that's Onslaught. The first Ghosts DLC pack is coming on Tuesday, the 28th of January. Now, of course, it's starting on Xbox Live and then coming to PC and PS4, PS3 about a month after. So probably the end of February, if not exactly a month after, so 28th of February. So that will be fun. Tom, would you like to elaborate on what this first pack contains?
Correct me if I'm wrong. 4 multiplayer maps and an episode. This new episode to the equivalent of zombies from other Call of Duty games
Extinction.
called Extinction. Yes. Which I actually prefer over zombies in a way because there's more of a goal. But anyways, it's oh god, the names of the maps. One is Fog.
Yep.
And I should mention is it all 4 of the maps? In Call of Duty Ghost, obviously the field orders you collect from, usually it's often the first blood and the kind of field orders you carry around. You usually get a care package. In this, you get a unique, kill streak, I guess. So in the map Fog, you complete your field order and you can become
Michael Myers.
Yes, the one character Michael Myers. Have the mask. That sounds like Doctor Who.
No. Friday 13th, Michael Myers.
But yes, so Michael Myers with the mask, and you get the axe as well.
Yeah.
And
it's gonna be so
when you're playing online, if someone achieves that field order, the music changes, so they know
to
that
the traditional Michael Myers Friday 13th song.
There we go, as well demonstrated by Josh a minute ago. The music changes, so you know he's around, and he'll run through the mist and stab you with the axe. Slash
It's going
you
to be
open.
awesome, though. It's going to be
It'll be
like
good.
you have Maniac on, but without dying. Well, maybe they can kill you. I don't know. Maybe it'll just be like
Maybe
an
it's-
overpowered Maniac.
It might be. I think it might just be.
You're just going out. Just imagine that though. You're just some guy's running around the bike. You're going to be
It's
terrified.
That's like fog as well.
Yeah, and you're going to be
then it'll
terrified.
just
You're just go,
It'll be good. It'll be good.
That's going to be really cool.
The other 3 maps. What's the other 3 maps? Yeah, I'll get onto that in a bit. There's the like the shopping district area.
Yeah, it's called
Bayview.
Shop District Number 1.
Bayview, is it?
Yeah, I think
Bayview.
Bayview.
Which seems like a fairly. They should mention as well. They class all these maps as small to medium, which is quite nice. Thing is, in my opinion, Call of Duty Ghosts doesn't really have a selection of small maps as of yet, i.e. SMG style maps or shotgun for that matter. But with Bayview, the field order kill streak is in the form of an airship, carrier ship thing.
You alright?
Fighter,
You okay?
battleship, carrier
Brain
ship.
aneurysm?
What? A battleship. Let's just say, I don't even know, but fires mortars down. You know, bringing an airstrike from the ship, which makes no sense.
Cool.
But the maps, you know, they're irrelevant. Maps are maps. Everyone gets them. You play them.
Irrelevant. The
You can look at
main
them.
piece of this DLC pack is irrelevant. Goodbye.
But no, because there's a weapon, isn't there?
There is.
Called the
Maverick
yes, which is an assault rifle
and
or a sniper rifle.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's meant to be one weapon. Obviously, it will be 2 weapons, either an assault rifle or a sniper rifle. But they're classing it off as this multi-interchangeable weapon. But what it really is just the same stock and shoulder rest.
Well, how do you feel about that, Tom? Because you are primarily a sniper,
Mhm.
and you tend to use snipers a lot. You're trying to get your ghillie suit at the moment.
I am.
Unfortunately, there are too many ghillie men around.
Fucking ghillie.
Who can hide in grasslands?
Ghillie man can.
The ghillie can.
But no, well, it looks. I mean, the assault rifle wise, I have to compare it to other ones. The sniper rifle, the scope sure looks cool. That's for sure. A kind of techno orangey glow to it. But yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see how they play, what the play style is with those.
Yeah. Well, of course, this is the first DLC weapon we've seen since Black Ops 2. Am I correct? When they introduced
that was the last Call of Duty,
yeah,
and that was the first time they brought in a
that is
DLC.
yeah.
Because they were thinking of bringing in
Weapon
the
DLC.
AK-74U into the Modern Warfare 3
Right,
series,
okay.
because it was featured in the storyline, but not.
Oh, speaking
multiplayer.
of reminiscing, isn't one of the maps from this pack a remake?
Oh yes, Modern Warfare 2. There was a map called Scrapyard, common
Is it Scrapyard or Rust?
Scrapyard. No, not Rust.
Right.
Scrapyard. With the demolished planes and a few hangars. Common sniping map. I'm sure you'll know if you played the game. But it's a remake of that map. I forget the name or the new design layout. But
It's very similar. It's very compact. It
Yeah.
has a rocket ready to burst off, and
Yeah,
anyone in the
the field
vicinity of
order
the rocket, once
is to
they
set
acquire
up
the field
yeah.
order, will be blue.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. And the extinction mode should be good with a couple of new aliens, enemies.
Yes, no, the extinction mode, of course, it's more of a narrative-driven storyline approach to extinction.
Is it
So
one of
One
four?
of four.
Five?
One of
say
five.
five. I think
One
I
of
said
five.
five, yeah.
Yeah, I
thought
think
that
I
was a
remember
bit
saying
weird.
4. I remember saying, yeah, one of 5 episodes,
Yeah.
which should be quite cool. So, hang on, if it's one of 5 episodes...
Must be releasing 2, or maybe
yeah,
an extinction only DLC, maybe.
that's true. We could be wrong, so don't take us for our word, because that's probably the wrong thing to do. No, I'm pretty sure it's 5.
Yeah, I think they
Yeah,
said 5 because
no,
I
it's
thought there was 4 DLCs, but 5. And
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay, moving on to our next piece of news, and that's to do with the storyline DLC finally coming out for The Last of Us, and it's called Left Behind.
Left Behind.
Now, this focuses on Ellie's time earlier in the storyline when she was at military boarding school, and also her
Boarding school.
boarding school. I'm Ron Burgundy. And it focuses on her relationship with one of her childhood friends known as Riley. Now, I also believe that this takes place before the outbreak.
Can I just ask a question?
Yeah.
Is her childhood friend
A dog. You know, I could be bullshitting right there and just be thinking of Riley the dog and not actually realizing I'm saying Riley the dog. Let's have a little look. So yeah, I'm just quickly trying to find the first bit of news I put out. Okay, and the name is Riley. Yeah,
it is
Riley.
Okay.
But no, it's
And
not
it
the
is a
dog
dog.
from Call of Duty Ghosts.
Oh, that's a shame.
Unfortunately.
I love you, Riley.
That would be fantastic. Oh my god. Her relationship with the dog.
She's got no friends. Bit sad.
Yeah, and then the dog has to die also. I expect the dog will die in Ghosts 2 or something, do something drastic. We need to reinvent the Call of Duty formula. What are we going to do? Kill the dog. Perfect decision. That'll make it emotionally engaging. Yeah, let's do that. But anyway, Left Behind DLC, that's out on Valentine's Day, 14th of February. It's going to be really, really cool. Can't wait for that. Actually, I need to play The Last of Us again.
Have you finished it?
I have.
Okay.
Yeah, but I need to play through it again because it's an amazing game. Actually, it's an amazing
It's a good
game.
game.
And if you haven't played The Last of Us, then you're missing out. Big time.
I don't have enough patience.
Yeah, well, you should. And also, you don't like scary games.
This
It
is
messes up a bit.
100% true.
But I believe that this DLC is going to take place before the infection and then sort of go into the infection and lots of things will happen. So that's going to be quite interesting to see, actually. I believe in the full-length trailer she finds out that her friend Riley comes back and she's a Firefly. And for those of you who have played The Last of Us will realise that is one of the opposing forces in... Well, I say opposing forces.
One of the forces.
One of the forces. And not supernatural forces, just army forces in a sense, like
gangs.
like the hippies in the
escalated
70s
gangs.
and when they were pushed out by the police and stuff. Yeah, they're like hippies. Yeah. No, that's not at all comparable in any sense of the word. Spider-Man, the official Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, has been detailed with a gameplay trailer for the second movie. Have you seen that?
The second movie?
No, the
the
second movie trailer.
Yeah, gameplay trailer.
Yeah.
Didn't you mean trailer?
No, it's a gameplay trailer
For the movie?
for the movie's game.
Oh, the movie's game?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
All right.
But nothing beats Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, it's
so-
pretty cool. But the question is, will this game, as it's called, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, rival the quality seen in Spider-Man 2, the video game,
Oh my god, no.
back in 2004?
Just no. Nothing can beat that game.
I think it was
That
2004. It was a long time ago.
bees Knees. Excuse the burp.
It was the bee's knees. Oh my god, it's amazing. Why was it so good? Was it the pizza
don't know.
missions?
I don't know.
Was it catching balloons?
I
was
don't know.
Was it the really bad graphics?
It was just amazing.
It was really cool.
Oh, it's
There's
so
something
good.
about that. So I'm hoping to the Lords that that's going to be good. So we can cross our fingers, hey?
We're going
Hang.
to go to London and pray to the Lords in the House of Lords.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Please,
Lords, make it good,
please
please.
let the
Okay,
Amazing
Josh.
Spider-Man 2 be good.
It will be done.
A good game and movie, please.
Well, the movie should be good.
What's
What's his name? Jamie.
Jamie Foxx.
This one, I don't want to get it wrong. Jamie Foxx sounds like a white man's name and it confuses me.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx is Electro. Should be fun. Should be cool.
Rhino. He's in it, isn't he?
What's happening? Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Spoilers for those of you who don't want to know any of the villains. Sorry. But tomorrow, what's happening tomorrow, Tom? We're finding out a decision, aren't we?
I don't know. I think it's just a small
Just
thing.
another day.
Yeah, just another day in the life of a Start Replay team member.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nothing that exciting. Not even worth telling you guys, actually. I'm not even going to bother.
Now let's move on. So
Yeah.
soon we're going.
We'll be finding out whether we get into E3.
Yes, E3. Oh my goodness. Now we started this website a year ago, and we managed to get in then with hardly any credentials.
With no credentials.
Well, we did have credentials, but no experience whatsoever. We literally just
Yeah.
got thrown in the deep
So
end. And then,
basically,
you're going
if
to
they-
E3.
If they say no now.
So if they're saying no now, then A, I'd be surprised, and B, I'd pursue it. So I'd be surprised if we didn't get a yes.
Yeah.
I'll probably just jinxed it now. But my goodness, I'm so excited.
Touch wood.
And then, this probably isn't real wood, it's probably like fake wood. But my goodness, it'll be Tom's first time in California.
It's my first time, guys. Because I popped my California cherry.
Yeah, yeah, you are. And we're hoping to be over there from the 4th of June to the 16th and then spend a few days in San Francisco
So if you are out there,
afterwards.
come say hi.
So if you are out there at that time, then do send us a message again on our Facebook page and maybe we can have a little bit of a meet-up, talk some games.
And drink some beer.
And drink some beers if you're old enough. Which unfortunately, when me and Ben went first time, he wasn't old enough.
But
So I went to all the parties.
Now I'm 21!
You are 21, Tom. So congratulations. You can come out to the open bar parties. Oh God, it's going to be messy.
It's going to be Germany all over again.
Oh no. No, hopefully we'll have built up at least a little tolerance to alcohol. No. I'm going to a preview event soon. Of course, we haven't had a preview on the website for quite a while, but I am going to be playing a game that is coming out in autumn of this year. It's going to be the first time it's got hands-on by the press, only available to press, so it's going to be really, really fun. I'd love to tell you about it, but I can't.
You're such a tease, Josh.
Ooh, such a tease. So, yeah, I expect I'm going to be, I'm going to have to sign an NDA about when I can publish the content about the game. But I don't know, I might actually be able to say the name, but I'm not going to say it, just to cover my own salami. But it's going to be cool,
We'll give
guys.
you a clue, so you can hold Thomas Stewart Dane responsible.
Yeah.
It's what Pokemon do when they level up.
Oh!
Ayo!
Wow, amazing.
So, yeah.
That is amazing. Any more news, Tom? Anything that springs to your mind? Anything that
I've
you've
seen?
seen over the last few days? No? Anything cool?
Anything
Come
cool
on,
that
surely.
I've seen?
Surely
I
there's some
really
cool stuff.
Don't know. I just don't know.
You don't know?
How about you try and jog my memory for me, Joshy?
Well, I'm trying to jog your memory just by asking you this question at the moment in time. But there's
What
nothing.
news?
Nothing that stands out. Assassin's Creed might be filming this summer
Oh, that's
with
interesting.
Michael Fassbender.
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 He's faster bends.
Yeah. So that'll be really, really cool.
That would be cool.
But aside from that, there hasn't really been a heck of a lot going on.
No.
Which leads us on to our main topic. And that is about Nintendo. Nintendo is in a little bit of a rough spot at the moment. They released the Wii U a year ago, and their sales figures have been hardly existent.
All that, yeah.
And Sony and Microsoft have released their new consoles, and together they sold a crap load in 6 weeks. I think together they sold around about 8 million consoles in 6 weeks, the PS4 and the Xbox One.
Yeah, in 6 weeks they've each sold more than the Wii U sold in
its lifetime. Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But then again, it's hardly comparative.
Comparable, yeah. So, I mean, it's a good console. The Wii U is a really good console. It's a great console.
Needs
But
the
unfortunately, the games are not there at the moment, and also third-party publishers aren't supporting it as much as they should. So we haven't seen a Grand Theft.
Really?
It's hard.
I honestly think you'd just be throwing money out the drain.
The power.
Supporting
No, that's
Nintendo.
true. I know. I mean, there are games, rumored to be cancelled and all these things going about. But really, the only reason I'd get a Wii U, and like many other people, are for your first-party Nintendo games. So
definitely.
Mario Kart 8,
Yep.
Mario Party, Mario games, Zelda games,
Smash Bros.
All those
Yeah,
games.
definitely.
That's the only reason I buy one, because Tom and I, we recently bought an Astra A50 headset. Not one between the two of us, but we've got one each. And they're £250, which is more than a Wii U. And I was thinking, should I get a Wii U or should I have really good sound on my current next-gen system? And you know what? I went for the really good sound on my next-gen system.
And because he did, I acted like a sheep and went, meh, I'll do it.
He jumped off the cliff straight after me. So yeah, it's fantastic. Really, really cool Astra headset.
Oh, yeah,
A little bit different from a Wii U, but still really good.
Yeah, you can't really hold it and play it much. Just going to put it on your head and listen.
Well, I wrote a bit of a feature on what I think Nintendo should do. There have, of course, been a lot of rumours that Nintendo are developing their next console. Now, that has to be true, because any console or hardware manufacturer are always working on the next iteration of their product mere months after they've just launched their new one. I mean, you'd be silly not to, basically. So I think they're working on the next version of their handheld, maybe moving away from DS altogether and moving on to a new home console. But what would you like to see, Tom? I'd like to see a bit of a maybe I'm going to leave it to you. What would you like to see?
I've never really liked the Wii. It's only been something there just for a bit of fun, like a little bit of competitive fun, like the tennis, and that's what I can think of for now because that's what I ever played. But
What do you think about the decision to call it Wii U and not something else entirely? Do you think
I
that was
have
a
no
fault
idea
on
where
their part?
I don't really look at the name of a console and think, oh, I'm not going to buy it because of the name.
Yeah, but think
That's
of the
such-
mainstream. Think of the parents that are like, oh,
Yes, this is
it's
true.
a Wii
yes.
U. What is that? An add-on with a
Yeah.
tablet? What is it?
Exactly. Yeah, I completely agree there. But
It's nonsense.
half the time, parents do not know what they're talking about. Like when I first got the PS4, I was playing Need for Speed. My dad came in and said, "So, what's different about it?" And I couldn't really explain to him in simple terms to him, what was different because he's got no idea. And I tried to explain. Said, "Well, as you can see, the graphics are they're much better.
It's more the potential. Also.
Yeah, there's everything. It's everything about it, but you can't. Parents just don't understand. They've never played video games. They don't understand why I play them day in day out.
Well,
or why I'm
until you
glued
be a
to the
parent.
TV. Yeah, but I'd understand why they play them day in day out because I used to. But obviously,
Till you
when I'm
are a
30 odd, well, no, I still play it.
Yeah.
Maybe not day in day out, but.
Well, no. Depends on what job
Hey
role
son,
you
wanna
have.
play card? Boom! Quick scope, bitch! Teabag, dad. Don't know why I'm American now, or my son's American.
Yeah.
Maybe that is a prophecy.
Yeah.
That we will move to San Francisco.
Well, yeah, we have been thinking about moving
And
to
marry
San
a beautiful
Francisco.
American woman.
But first, I think we need to look at getting a place somewhere in the UK.
Get me out of my house.
See how it goes there, and then think about moving possibly to San Francisco, where I might work for IGN. Might work for the IGN. Maybe that's why is popcorn relevant with IGN? Huh?
He did worse than I do it, Brian.
Yeah.
Off topic, tangents.
Off
No,
topic.
get back to what we're talking
Okay.
about. Nintendo.
Nintendo. What?
Yeah, so with the name, apologies, listeners. With the name, I think it's hard to ever pick a name that will shout out to parents, this is new, this is different, this is so much better, it's worth the money. Please understand your children when they tell you it's better and different. But I do like the idea of the Wii U a lot because with the whole gamepad and everything about it, it feels more of a game console rather than a toy. As
Yeah.
such.
No,
It's
true.
more solid and gamey like. So if they released another something along those
gamey
lines, like a Wii U or something along that with the gamepad and stuff.
But what if they release something like the N64 2? Or
What
the
if they did
GameCube
the
2?
NHD
The Nintendo HD, yeah.
or the GameCube? Yeah, I mean if they did
Something
like another
a little
remake
bit
of it-
more traditional.
If they did something along the lines of N64 and they worked the name around it to make it more modern and appealing, that'd be much better. And have HD remakes of all the games.
But do you think... Yeah, but that's all what Nintendo seem to be doing at the moment. Just
This is
HD
true.
remakes
That's because that's all they've got.
all the time.
That's all they've
of
got.
their first-party Nintendo games. But do
Yeah.
you think having a console that will match the quality in terms of graphical power of the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One without as many media applications, because they're not really known for that, Nintendo, although they are heading into TV with the Wii U, which isn't really going to
No, don't
do
that.
anything. Do you think if they did something along those lines where you could play your first-party Nintendo games on a very high-powered machine, and it would also be a machine from which third-party developers can release
be-
their full-powered games that they're doing on
Yeah,
Sony
I
and
think that would
Microsoft
be-
consoles at the same level? So you'll see your Grand Theft Autos, all these
But
stuff.
then Nintendo has always kind of been more of a aimed at the younger generation a little bit, not that much. It's just
That's
the
why they
fact
need
of,
to
like,
change their marketing appeal.
Yeah, because the DS and all that, kind of kids have that, and the older kids had a PSP, and stuff like that. Obviously, we all had Game Boys, but that was different then.
Oh, Game Boys.
So good. But yeah, it does seem that they aim at the younger generation. Like obviously, Super Smash Bros, Super Mario, Mario Kart, they're all very cutesy games that are amazing and great. They're still great fun to play.
Well, yeah, it's the quality of the actual gameplay.
Yeah,
It's just
but-
fantastic.
If they did release or design and release a console that was capable of power equaling the PS4 and the Xbox One, kind of, it's almost like aiming at a market that's already been taken over, or
Yeah.
because PS4 and Xbox One already own that market. There's no point trying to butt in with a third person trying
That's
to squeeze
true.
between. It seems a bit like a pointless task.
How about Nintendo start releasing their games and become a third-party publisher?
No.
Oh my
Bad
god, I'm
idea.
playing Mario on my PlayStation 5.
I'd
Woo!
love that. I'd absolutely love that, so I could just wouldn't have to buy a
And
fucking Nintendo.
And then they'll
But
release
then-
their dedicated controllers for their games. So you'll have your Nintendo controller working on a Sony platform.
I'd love that. It'd be a lot cheaper than having to buy a Wii U
Well,
or anything
yeah.
like that. But no, I
Goodness.
think they should stick with what they've got, but start at least get in the process of making new first-party titles that.
But how about they just drive the price down first to the Wii U? I mean,
Yes,
they have
that
done
would
on
be good.
Amazon, $179.99. The
Make it
premium
120 pounds.
that would go like hotcakes.
Yeah,
That would go like hotcakes if it was 100.
you're like stank.
Mental.
I'd buy one straight away.
Yeah.
If it was 120 quid, I'd go yes. Give it
Of
to
course,
me.
everyone would.
Yeah,
But
sure.
they've been losing so much money. They're still losing so much money.
yeah, they are.
But I don't know if they'd be willing to put it down that low. Maybe 150.
Still buy one.
But the Wii U premium bundle with Nintendo Land, which used to be over £300, 32 gigabyte console, 32 gigabyte console. It's like getting a phone. It's like, yeah, I'm not going to store a lot. 32 gigabytes. That's such a shame. Your phone, yeah. But a 32, yeah, that used to be £300, but now it's 180 on Amazon. Bargain.
180.
Yeah, 179.99. Oh, you're going to buy one now, aren't you? Yeah, you want to buy one. Okay, yeah, let's get our phones out. But no. Okay, we're possibly going skiing at the end of the next month, and then we've got E3 coming up. So let's not think about a Wii U at the moment, however appealing it might be. We just look at our phones on new announcements. Mario Kart 8 is out next month. Oh, no. Terrible. So, yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't be great.
What name? Come on, let's brainstorm. What name would you like for Nintendo's next console, aside from NHD?
Something with an N. No.
Something with an N. It's always going to be Nintendo something.
Steer away from the Wii. 'cause that's a
Fusion.
bit of a
Fusion has been a rumoured name out there. How about that?
What is that to do with anything?
Nintendo Fusion. What you could say what you or we has got to do with anything.
With a capital F and a capital N. Fusion.
Yeah.
Fusion.
Fusion.
Fun! F-U-N. The new fun by Nintendo.
Nintendo Fun. Only found on a Nintendo console.
Oh god. Possibly a I don't know, GameCube type esque name.
A GameCube type esque name.
Yeah, there you
The
go.
Cube game.
Patent that, not patent, copyright.
The Cube game.
Oh, the GameCube.
The GameCube.
The GameCube.
The GameOob. Wow, this is really getting out of control.
Yeah, it's just not no. Let's
Well, I really
leave
hope
it to Nintendo.
I hope that Nintendo do a good price cut and that their hardware starts selling more and more third-party publishers get on the bandwagon. Of course, you see your Call of Duties and things every year, but they're just lesser versions with not quite as good online, awful online, and really
not
bad
amazing.
graphics.
Yeah.
It's terrible. They just shouldn't bother. They shouldn't bother. I'm surprised they even do, because I don't know how many sales they must be taking. They're probably just like, yeah,
12,
just copy and
13
paste
maybe.
all that code onto this
But
disk.
delete half of it so that's a shit
Delete
copy.
half of it and then just print it. Should work. Hopefully. And just
play
put a
the
picture
fax machine.
of a gamepad on there, and then maybe put the word Nintendo on the disc. I know it's a PlayStation 4 disc you're using, but just put Nintendo there. Should work.
Or we could just cut some circles out of card and put them in the box.
Yeah, that'll work even better. Wow.
So cheap, we're making hundreds.
We're
We're literally
hundreds of
making tens of
thousands.
pounds.
yeah. So that could happen. That is possible.
No, well,
But-
hopefully there will
Yeah.
something will happen and it will go.
I mean, as soon as the Mario Kart 8 and Super Smash Bros. Comes out, then I'll buy the console. At E3, I'm sure Nintendo are gonna. Well, they're probably going to show something pretty drastic in terms of changes, because now this has been happening, and Iwata, one of the main people at Nintendo, were like, "Oh, we're gonna restructure and do stuff like that." So it's going to be interesting, especially at E3, to see what comes out of there and to see if they really do recapture that Ninty magic and save the whole of the Mushroom Kingdom.
Woo!
Yeah.
Well, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
It would be cool.
It would be nice to have a
Happy
Nintendo
ending.
console back in the house.
It would it would be good because I know my Wii is currently gathering dust up in the attic at my parents'. It's terrible. You're right there, Tom.
Yeah.
Yes, I said we.
I wasn't even laughing. I was just holding my head in my hands.
Okay,
At your inability to speak English.
cool. So yeah, Nintendo, we love you. We hope you get back on your feet soon. Much love. The Star Replay team. Oh my goodness. I think we should move on to a very special moment of the podcast.
No.
And that is
No.
Tom
No.
Dayden's
No.
Magic Minute.
No. I don't wanna.
I don't wanna.
So what are you doing for your Magic Minute?
I don't
Tom?
know.
You don't know?
3 guesses. I don't know. I don't know, and I don't know. Congratulations, you got all of them right.
Alright, I'm just going to get
Put
the
that stopwatch
timer
away.
up.
Put that timer back in your bum.
Alright.
What? What have I been playing? What did I do last time?
About games that were coming up over the next year. What games you'd like to see as HD remakes, possibly? Skyrim, all that stuff.
Oh yeah. That was quite a good one actually.
So what would you like to talk? What would you like our listeners to hear in a rich 60 seconds of time?
See how many times I can burp the alphabet in 60 seconds.
No. Maybe not.
Can I do phone
Bear with
games?
us, ladies and gentlemen.
Can
Phone
I do,
games?
Can I do mobile games?
No.
But that's games.
Alright, sure.
You know, people
But it's
argue all the
games.
time that if you play games on your phone, you're still a gamer.
Hang on. Tom, your Magic Minute starts now.
Oh shit! So I've seen this on other it's a girl who Josh and Ben met in LA called CG,
Thornton.
a last name of Star Slayer, who I find quite interesting and hot. But she quite often brings up the subject of people exclaiming that you play games on your phone, you play apps, you're not a gamer, or you play only handheld, you're not a gamer. But the argument obviously is that technically it's a game, surely you're a gamer. And I think the question is what defines the level between just kind of casual gamer to hardcore gamer, and whether you're still both gamers, or one's just I need to kill some time, let's play some Rayman or Angry Birds, or I'm a hardcore gamer, so I'm going to play COD and Battlefield for 5 hours straight. I think it's a very difficult issue. If you have any thoughts, please message the Start Replay team on Facebook or Twitter, and tell me what you think about that, casual games or real games.
Time to stop. Your Magic Minute's over. Goodbye.
That was an interesting one.
It was quite interesting, yeah.
I didn't really get anywhere with it, as per usual.
Yeah, well, that's alright. You can learn. But let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, that we're into a new year. This is our first episode of 2014. Oh my god, it's
Hang on,
a little late.
we gotta wake up.
It's a little.
It's the beginning. It's the beginning of a new era.
Oh, no way. I'm getting so emotional right now.
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year.
That's beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
tear in my eye.
Can you believe it, Tom, that in a few weeks we will have been doing this podcast a year? Wow.
It's gone very quickly when you think about it like that.
Yeah.
How quickly that year has just gone.
Do you remember how you were on Skype on our first
No,
episode?
I wasn't even on
Oh,
Skype.
you
I
weren't.
wasn't even on Skype. I was fucking on the PS3 through your TV.
Wow.
Whoever thought that was a good idea?
Wow.
Why did we? It's because we were just playing it. And it was
Luckily,
like, well,
you
let's
can't
just record
download
it.
the first episode anymore, so
Do
congratulations.
we still have it? Have you got it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, good.
So,
Jesus,
yeah.
that was so bad.
Using the iToy to speak to you, you were coming through my LCD speakers on my Samsung TV. Yeah. No, it's like, oh, Tom. So, what do you think about that?
Oh, I think it's really good. Maybe if you could
And be like, oh yeah. Whoa, yeah. Really good.
So you think it's good?
I can't believe it, but it was called level 1 for a reason.
I think it should have been level -1.
Level
At least
minus
level
one.
0. Level 0.
Level 0. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, we've got lots of fancy, expensive gear now.
Yeah, we have. And hopefully you can hear us all right. 2 NTG Rode mics.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Sexy.
Yes, we have progressed a lot in a year.
We have. Been very lucky.
Very busy.
And thank you
Busy
very much
bunnies.
for listening, the few that do. Hopefully
not me.
we'll... It is you, Tom.
It's not me.
It's you that listens to it over and over again, logs into every single computer in the world and just downloads it.
Because I'm actually a
Different
computer
IPs.
genius.
Yep. Well, what's it time for now, Tom?
Say goodbye.
Well, I think I'd like to say a very, very big thank you for David Hayter to lend his tones to us. Again, next week on episode 19, we'll be having a guest in the room. I know, we've only had guests in one of our podcasts, and that was our Gamescom special. But we'll be having a guest in the room, hopefully, fingers crossed. And also, the podcast will be introduced by Solid Snake himself. So look out for that, ladies
On
and
the
gentlemen.
topic of saying thank you, maybe just a quick thank you to everyone else who has put their time into the intros, for example, over the past year.
Yep.
Since this is our New Year podcast.
That's very true.
And everyone from 2K and Premiere,
Yeah.
everyone that
That's
has
true.
invited us to back and kept in contact with us.
Yeah, so thank you very
And
much to all the
Ubisoft.
publishers
Yeah.
and the free stuff and games reviews. Mark Ward from Warner Brothers PR.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yep.
and Dan and
Will,
Will.
Ben,
Matt
Matt, and all the other
and all
boring,
the other generic
boring
names.
generic one-syllable names you can think of.
Not boring people.
No,
Fantastic
no,
people.
Yeah, lovely people actually.
But
Hilarious people.
yeah, there are quite a lot of Bens and Matts and Wills.
Josh, Ben, Matt, Tom, Will, Dan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus.
So yeah, we just
Another
like
Ben.
to say a very big thank you to everyone that supported us in the last year in both press meetings and just everything. We're so lucky. We're so damn lucky.
I should be so lucky. Lucky.
I think that's time to end the podcast. So, as always, you can visit startreplay.com for your sporadic gaming news, reviews, previews, podcasts, and other stuff. You can head to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/startreplayvideo, our Facebook page at facebook.com/startreplaymedia. You can follow us on Twitter @startreplay. And that's pretty much everything, right?
Yep, sounds
Yeah.
about right.
Oh, and also subscribe to us on iTunes if you're listening to this through YouTube at the moment. We very much appreciate it. Leave us a review to let us know how we're doing. And also send us your questions. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
Anything,
Absolutely anything.
anything. Whether it's to
Anything,
do with
any
games
game, any film. Well,
or
not
not
any film, not any film,
games.
actually, no.
Just any question. Heck, we could start doing a formulaic Knocking Boots podcast that IGN do. So send us your sexual questions. We'll read them out. We'll give you advice. We're probably the best people in the room to do it. Well, we're the only people in the room. So you're going to have to do
We're the only
you're gonna
two
have to
people
do
in the
it.
room right now.
Basically.
Apart from Batman on that glass, but he doesn't count.
No, he doesn't count.
No.
Only when he's lying in bed with me. So, I am Josh Ball, Eddington
Eddington
Chief.
Bear.
Eddington Bear.
Chief.
Editor-in-Chief at startreplay.com. Thank you very much for listening, and thank you very much to Thomas Dayden for being in the room with me.
Yes, no worries.
Because without
It's
you,
my pleasure.
I'd have hardly any guest.
You don't have a
presence.
guest. You-
I'd have no guest.
I'm not
It would
even a
just
guest.
be me
I'm not
talking
even
to
a guest.
myself.
Anyways, thank you very much. Good night.
Good night. We started to game on a website just a year ago. Now fast forward and we're a year older. A lot has changed, we've been so damn lucky. We've met so many influential people. YouTubers, multi-millionaires, don't know how. The head of Xbox lots of people over there. We went to E3 and Gamescom and Eurogamer. Well, Tom didn't come to E3, but still he was having a good time, I hope.
It really was so boring. So annoying.
That
Oh,
must
that's
have
Skyping.
sucked.
Oh, they're fucking in fucking
Oh,
America.
shit.